Why hello and welcome everyone, my name is Yu and today I will be watching Limbus company promotional trailers. So I've started the game and I have played through the prologue and Kanto 1. Kanto 1 finale is coming out on my channel the same day as this video goes out. So if you see this, depending on when you see this, but most likely the video is gonna be out already. And since we made it this far, might as well just watch the trailers. So I know the context, but I haven't seen the trailers, except for the one that's kind of like an opening, that plays like an intro at the end of the prologue, which is what we're gonna look at now. Because the first time I saw it, so much was happening, I didn't catch a lot of things, and now looking back on it, it's pretty interesting, so let's get right into it. Project Moon. God damn it, these moons and Genshin Impact. Okay, hold on. I'm already going back. I want to see this. Warning, the following is a list of content descriptions that may apply to our next work. Please keep them in mind before engaging with it. This work will contain content that touches upon multiple difficult topics that are potentially disturbing. Please refer to this list before you proceed. The developers in no way condone the elements listed above and fully understand and acknowledge that these should not happen in real life. Animal cruelty, oh god. Drug abuse. Okay, the first two, already crazy, and I haven't seen any of those. This game is savage. Just tell it how it is. This game is crazy. It does not hold back. References to alcohol and tobacco, injury and dismemberment, homicide and, violence and torture, cannibalism, kidnapping. Oh my god, bro. The list just keeps going. Okay, you know what? I'm actually not going to read those because I'm okay with this kind of stuff and I don't want to spoil myself because it sounds like it's going to get even crazier from now on. Okay, what's this? Cam 1. I don't think I've seen this. Maybe? Last Sight Ogni Speranza.
관리자님. 저는 관리자님을 인도할 안내자
베르길리우스입니다.
출발할게.
Caron! My favorite character, by the way. Love that girl. And also that song. I've listened to it so many times now. So good. And this, I mentioned it in the first reaction to this video. It reminds me of Danganronpa. With the blood on their faces and pictures. Like this. It's really reminiscent. Hey, that's Kanto 2! And that ice castle. Which Corpa is it? Which Corpa is that? Then these guys, the Ops. The G-Corp, I believe. And our Ops! God, this song is so good. It's a Burning Mansion. Golden Bow! In different, I love the implementation of different languages and literature from different cultures. And this is the map, the Inferno, I believe. That has different, it's like a spiral of different companies. Man, I'm so curious to find out more about that. Yeah, this is gonna be a fantastic journey. 2022. Huh? Okay, I'm actually not going to turn subtitles on and see what was said there. Just in case, you know. But I'm gonna come back to this at some point. and listen. I did not know that there was a voice. Maybe you will tell me in the comments if I should like listen to what that said, because I don't want to risk it. I'm very picky when it comes to spoilers. I'm very sensitive in that regard. So the next teaser we have is the TGS teaser. I am going to turn subtitles on. Auto-generated, hold on. Okay. We'll see how they go. Music. Project Moon. Oh, bye! Presented by Project Moon. Oh my god. Face the fear. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Book. What is that? Star. And third. Face the sin, save the ego. Okay. Let's go back a bit because subtitles clearly aren't necessary. Whoa. Man, I love the concept of like identities and egos. Oh, I want to see more. In hell we live, lament. That's the bow. Oh my god. Hey, my Sinclair, Don Quixote. Ah, my god. And that's the apple swaying from side to side. Oh my god. Oh my god. Apple turning into the head? Oh, that was Virgilius. I'm so curious about Virgilius. And everyone, practically. The douche is so sick. My boy! Oh, such a good editing. Oh no, Gregor! Inferno! Sit down! Yeah, I love the implementation of different languages. Just fade out. Man! That was sick. That was sick.
출발할게.
Tubareke, huh? Vroom vroom! She said the thing. Iconic. She's so iconic. With her vroom vroom. Yeah. We could watch it again, but I don't want to pause and overanalyze stuff because I'm sure there will be some kind of spoilers. So yeah. I won't be over-analyzing and looking too much into it. I'm just enjoying the vibe. And I am gonna get copyrighted for the music, but it is what it is. Yeah. I wonder what's with the golden bows and stuff. And that's insane. They just put the swooning apple here. Savages. Right out of the bat. Regulus looks really tired and sad here. I mean, as per usual, I guess. Faust. I'm not curious about Faust. She looks the sickest of all of them. Like, she looks raw. So cool. Yeah, I'm curious what the Rodya do. Nah, I'm a Gregor. They're in individual cells. I'm going to watch their original trailers, OG trailers. And I think we will see their egos, their OG egos. Because I do want to look into them.
부릉부릉.
Vroom vroom. First, we have Yi-sang, character promo. I think he's Korean, right?
이상이라고 하오.
Oh wait, subtitles? Subtitles, give it to me.
이상이라고 하오. 속이는 이상이요. 바깥
Yeah,
세상에
yes,
관심을 두는 것은 더 유쾌하진 않은 일이요. 바깥은 이상적이지
Your
않기
reader.
때문이요.
You heard of
그러나
it?
이상적
Taxidermite genius. And yeah, he does. I love how the subtitles cover his eyes. Yeah, he does give off the vibe of a genius. Like when I first saw him, I'm like, okay, he seems like he would be on par with Faust. Maybe not like on par, but he would be like in the same field as Faust, like working with her. They're very similar when it comes to the vibe. But then I played the April Fool's event. Which the April Fool's event is gonna be coming out next week. I also do voiceover in my playthrough, so I love giving each of the characters their own voices. And Yi-sang is one of my favorites to voice. I love to speak in the voice I gave him.
것이 무언이 한다면 나에게도 이상적인 대답이 떠오르진 않소. 거울 속에는 소리가 없소. 거울은 거울
there we
색을 비출
go.
때나 쓸모가 있는 것이지.
Looking glass is only useful as a window.
장난감 같아서.
Mere plaything. Okay, I'm gonna come back and listen to what he has to say. They're showcasing his ultimate ability. Here you go.
단지 이상적이지 않았소.
Okay, I feel like I missed out on what he was saying. I was too distracted by the visuals. Let's try this again.
바깥 세상에 관심을
The interest in the outside world is not quite delightful thing to the reader. And love that he's a reader.
바깥은 이상적이지
It is
않기
because the
때문이요.
outside is an ideal.
그러나 이상적
It is because the outside is an ideal. However, even if you were to question me about what is
것이
ideal,
무언이 한다면 나에게도
I have
이상적인
little
대답이
confidence that I could
떠오르진
come up with
않소.
an ideal answer.
거울 속에는
Within
소리가
the mirror
없소.
is a mouth.
거울은 거울 세계를 비출 때나
The looking
쓸모가
glass is only useful as a window to its reflected world. I guess.
것이지. 그 외에는
It is like a mere plaything otherwise. Crow's eye view. Ivrok iluko susif. This is like Visus oculi corvi. It's like a mere plaything otherwise. Okay, so he has a different like perception of the world practically. Not a different, but he does not think that this this world is ideal. Ideal, and that is a fair assumption. I really don't think that anyone can answer what is an ideal world, ideal thing, because being something, our idea of perfection, you know, is so blurred. It's such a blurred line.
않소. 거울 속에는 소리가 없소. 거울은 거울 세계를 비출 때나 쓸
Okay, so this is his prison cell. Which is interesting that they are all like prisoners. Sinners, prisoners. In a prison cell. So what I can see from here, it's not a full picture. It's not a full picture. I cannot see the window outside. Like, their egos in-game show more than this. But we'll see what I can go on. So it seems like there's a shadow, so there's light to this prison. The light is coming through like a sun, like a scorching sun, though even though he's pale as hell. You could have gotten a tan or something. Or maybe it's artificial sun. But the shadow does remind me of palm trees? Are they palm trees? I guess. Like the trees that usually are on the beach, you know? So this just gives me off the sunny beach vibes. Just the vibe is because there's no sand and no ocean. I'd imagine. Unless they're outside the window. And there's also an interesting style he has. A stripy coat. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off the subtitles. Oh, the coat is burned. At the end. Interesting. That definitely means something. He has got a knife there, like a machete. What is that shadow? Okay, now it looks like a claw. Like a hand. And behind the window there's like a classroom. No. Just a different room. Ego. And yeah, he's got a burnt coat here as well. Yeah, I feel like it has some significance to his backstory, like at least somewhat. I'm not sure. Like, did they commit some kind of crime? That something happened to them? That's why they were like imprisoned, and joining Limbus company was their only way to escape the prison or something. I'm not sure. Like community service. Okay, I spent way too much time on this than I hadn't had. The next one we've got is Don Quixote, which at first I thought it's pronounced like Don Quixote, because it sounds like something I've heard before. And maybe Don Quixote is like the Korean way of pronouncing this word. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But anyway, yeah, this is a very official coded character.
이 몸의 차례인가?
Yeah.
난 돈키호테.
Oh, I forgot the subtitles. Right, she has like a carnival in the background.
돈키호테일세. 관리자 나리는 꿈이 있는가? 나는
Manager
인간의
Esquire.
정의로운
Verily,
세상을 이 몸의 손으로 일구겠다. 그대도 관심이 마구 생기지 않는가? 자,
It
길게
does
끌
pique
것
a
없네.
curiosity.
관리자 나리도 이 몸과 함께라면 누가 내 입을 막는 겐가?
Someone changed her. Okay, so this is also I wanted to mention, like that animation of something closing like a mouth and making a click sound, clink, metal, reminds me of the mouth of the bus, low key. So that's kind of
이게 다 무엇이란 말이야? 그럴 리 없다. 이런 흉물스러운 것.
cannot be.
필시 악의 무리들이 이 몸의 눈을 가리려는 행태이기 뻔하다.
So righteous. Which is she's actually got an armor. She's like a knight. Oh, okay.
여신한테 달려라! 적들을 부수러 간다! 관리자 나리도 이 몸과 함께라면 누가 내 입을 막는 겐가?
Okay, she's really great. Okay, I want to see
그럴 리
this.
없다.
Ah, no. Go back. Okay. They all have this stripy uniform. Is it just like a prison thing? Yi-sung had a stripy coat. She has a stripy cape and pants. But she's got armor on. And she has dolls. Just some toys. Soldiers. And a bunch of posters. Happy face! More! Not the mods. Okay, I wonder what the others are saying. Because I cannot read Korean. or Chinese, or Japanese. Death. Very colorful, very colorful. But there's some shenanigans happening outside the window. And this time, the shadow is a dinosaur skeleton? Well, that's a skeleton at least of some animal. But it could be dinosaur because she has a dinosaur toy. Like dinosaur figure. So maybe her backstory has something to do with dinosaurs. What does it shoe say on her shoe? What does it shoe? Rockinant. Rosonant. Man, I'm so curious about all of these characters, like how they ended up in the company. What even happened? What happened? Like, I'm so curious. How did she? Well, given that she just kills whoever she wants in the name of justice, that tells me everything I need to know. But still, the theme of like this circus slash carnival vibes, that righteous justice, but also this playful nature. It's really curious, really curious. Sinclair, my boy.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
싱클레어라고 해요. 더 해야 될 말이 있나요?
Okay, I also want to talk about the symbols. All of them have. They have their individual symbols, and yeah, I noticed that thanks to Sinclair, that he's got an egg for a symbol, and I'm not sure what that is, but like each of them have their some kind of name above their name during their introduction, and Sinclair had vocal, which is like Dutch word for bird, and that makes sense with the egg. He's like a little bird.
처음이라 이럴 때 그 친구라면
Would
어떻게
he have said?
말했을까요?
Meanwhile, the world of evil began there already, right in the middle
자꾸
of
기대려
our
하면 안 돼,
house.
싱클레어. 혼자서 생각해. 또 괜찮겠죠, 관리자님?
Who are you relying
내가
on?
어떻게 해야 했던 거야? 아무것도 할 수 없었어요. 내가 뭘 해보기도 전에 이미 모든 게 박살나 버렸는 걸. 그래,
Interesting.
내가 할 수 있는 건
A tree axe. Damn. Okay, let's go back. So whenever we have this, whenever we have their egos activating, we actually hear their voice from that moment, from the past. Okay. Sinclair has very, very nature vibes. Right? He's got a tree for a weapon. He's got an egg for an icon, like a bird in the nest. It seems like it looks like a tree, a shadow of a tree, but with a snake wrapped around it. Maybe it's like a reference to forbidden fruit. Adam, Eve, the tree. But also, I'm getting the vibes that something happened to his family, like he was a bird in the nest, or even an egg still not hatched, and something happened to the tree the nest was at. Like, it got ruined, and he was the only one left. Potentially. That's like the vibes I'm getting from this symbolism of tree, bird, nest. What could I have done? Everything got ruined before I could do a thing. He's just sitting there. And that's also interesting, like, I'm curious about the split thing. He has that in his splash art, where he's split down the middle. And here he's also split down the middle. Or the screen is. Does he have a split personality? I think that's like too obvious of a thing. Or too big of a stretch. But I am curious about this symbolism, about the split thing. Because they use it not... It's not the first time that they used it. So, wait, is this... I don't know. For a second there, I thought that maybe the cell itself is split in two, but I also see the shadow, like, on his body that's split. Maybe the cell is also, like, black and white. Interesting, Sinclair. My Girl Faust. Okay, so out of all the literature references this game has, I know that every single character is, like, inspired by a certain literature piece from all over the world, and from all of those, out of all of those, I am only familiar with Faust. I haven't read it, but I know the concept of it. So Faust's character here makes sense to me. I want to know more about their interpretation of that character, though. And the inclusion of Mephistopheles, which is a boss in this scenario. Very interesting approach. It's very cool. That's also her invention, right? So I'll definitely be noticing more patterns in Faust than everybody else because I'm actually familiar with the literature piece that she was inspired by.
파우스트예요.
Faustio.
당신의 인생에서 한 번 마주칠까 말까 하는 천재.
I was gonna say, when I first saw this, it looks like a rose in a bottle. Like petals. But looking at it now, okay, so there's like a scarf around the bottle, but inside the bottle, it's kind of like a brain. It's some kind of flesh or organs.
모르는 게 많겠죠, 단테. 대부분의
Oh, yeah, I do.
호기심에는
It also
제가
says their
대답해 줄
number.
수 있습니다. 대부분의 답은 파우스트한테 있으니까요. 아니, 역시 수정해야겠어요.
Restate myself.
대부분이 아니라
All
전부예요.
of them.
언제가
Well,
되면
that didn't really work for you in Canto 1, did it?
그때를 자주 수정해야겠어요. 대부분이 아니라 전부예요. 언제가 되면 만족할 수 있을까?
The
그때를
lack of
찾을 수
satisfaction.
있을까? 지금 이 순간이 멈춰도 좋을 정도로 만족할 수 있는 지점. 그게 정말 있기는 한 걸까? 나는 그걸 납득할 수 있을까?
No, that's the big question.
그게 정말 그때를 찾을 수 있을까?
So her cell is full of just her research, doing something, just trying to solve something, or not even trying, solving something, but lacking the feeling of satisfaction, not being satisfied with the answers. While there is a shadow of a man. So I'm assuming... I don't know if it's Vergilius. It potentially could be, because we found out that she feels like she has a responsibility to Vergilius. But maybe Vergilius was responsible for her limitless knowledge, her archive. And so when she returned from mission empty-handed, he was disappointed in her specifically, having high expectations for her. I'm not sure if this is Vergilius, maybe it's someone else, but it's definitely someone who made her the way she is, or gave her or provided her with all that knowledge. someone who's behind her. Which is really fascinating, very fascinating. I do wonder how they're gonna like explain everything, because how to get their how is that, does anyone get their hands on an archive with all the knowledge in the world? So I'm very curious to find out more about Faust. 메르솔트.
메르소, 그렇게 불러주겠습니까?
메르솔.
관리자님, 저들은 이해하기가 어렵군. 돈을 잃었다면서 눈물을 흘리고,
5.
그런가 하면 극장에 다녀왔다면서 깔깔대고, 어떻게든 자신을 들어옵니까? 관리자님, 저들은 이해하기가 어렵군. 돈을 잃었다면서 눈물을 흘리고, 그런가 하면 극장에 다녀왔다면서 깔깔대고, 어떻게든 자신을 드러내려고 한다. 아니, 입을 움직이는 데가 하면 극장에 다녀왔다면서 깔깔대고, 어떻게든 자신을 드러내려고 한다. 아니, 입을 움직이는 데 쓴 에너지가 아까울 만큼 쓸모없는 얘기였습니다. 다녀왔다면서.
Okay, well, let me think of this. Let me think of this. Today I killed a mother. Or maybe it was yesterday. Okay, this boy right here holds mysteries. More mysteries than I imagined. Caution, 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 caution. Okay, so he lacks the understanding of humanity? Or people in the city? I mean, we know that he's introverted, right? At least. So this just tells me that he's mostly none the wiser. He's mostly none the wiser. But that statement, today I killed mother, or maybe it was yesterday, is very interesting. There's so many potential things this could be that I'm just like, I'm really lost. I don't know what to make of it. Like, the only thing I can think of, like, the only thing I can see fitting is that he's got trauma. He's a trauma boy. But there's too many mysteries for now. The chains also throw me off. Like, he's chained. He doesn't have the freedom he deserves or desires. Just following orders.
깔깔대고 어떻게든 자신을 드러내려고 한다는 게, 아니, 입을 움직이는 데 쓴 에너지가 아까울 만큼 쓸모없는 얘기였습니다. 고막을 찢을 것만 같은 고성이 피를 사정없이 때려댄다. 왼쪽 두 번째 열부터 오른쪽 15번째 열까지 나에게 쏠리는 눈알들의 시선, 89개의 검지와 86개의 목공에서부터 쇄도하는 슬픔, 공포, 혐오, 매도, 각종 감정의 덩어리로 만들어진 질문들이 수통을 점점 죄운다.
Fighting chains. Chains of others. Okay, let's get back. Shrill cries that tore at the eardrums and mercilessly beat upon my ears. And he's in a room all chained up, with drawn eyes watching over him and fingers pointing at him, and the shadow of an eye. Whoa. Okay, so the fact that he's chained means more than just the lack of freedom. It's also the fact that people thought that he was really dangerous. The crime he committed was really fucked up. and as if he was ridiculed for it. From the second column on the left to the 15th column on the right, eyes shined at me. What does that mean? From the second column on the left to the 15th column on the right. I don't understand.
왼쪽 두 번째 열부터 오른쪽 15번째 열까지 나에게 쏠려있는 눈알들의 시선 89개의
89 index fingers and 86 throats, pouring grief, fear, hate, revilement on me. Okay, we know that he's very calculative. Like, he pays attention to so many numbers and details. Like, holy crap. Like a machine, like a robot, analyzing. But yeah, it's interesting. He did something that made people fear and hate him. So, 89 fingers pointing at him. And 86 people talking. And there are also people through the window. Like detectives or something. Okay, so there was something that he committed, and he was really, really judged for it, like ridiculed, imprisoned and chained. Something really fucked up.
Oh man, okay. 슬픔, 공포, 혐오, 매도 각종 감정의 덩어리로
questions shapen from various emotions smothered my breath slowly.
질문들이 숨통을 점점 쥐어온다.
Okay, Marisol seems really interesting. I didn't see that coming.
그저 햇빛이 눈부셨던 것뿐인데.
The sunlight was just overwhelming, that's all. What is that supposed to mean? What did he mean by that, chat? Oh yeah, Ryushu. Oh, we're about to get into it. A savage maniac.
아름다움이 뭐라고 생각하지?
Beauty.
나는
Oh, I know your concept of beauty.
여러 가지가 있겠지만 지금 떠오르는 건 만단지혜겠지. 짧은 시간 안에
Sangria.
의도를 전달할 수 있으니까. 아,
Sangria is. Yeah, I love that she just comes up with acronyms for sentences for no reason. Okay, other lesser painters are such mediocres. They have no way to recognize the beauty that lies in ugliness. Oh yeah, I know. I know how ugly it gets.
만단지혜는 만물의 단축은 지구의
What the fuck? Succinct, abbreviation, naturally germinated, rather immaculate art. This does not explain anything, woman.
예술이다. 그런 의미?
What's the meaning?
이제 왔나?
What
보라고
took
이걸.
you so long? Check this.
숙제를 이렇게나 아름답게 풀어내는
Do
건
my homework.
나 외에는 할 수 없는 일이지.
Only I
어때?
possess.
사람을 단축하니 보기 좋아지지 않았나?
Huh. Isn't the abbreviated human form a sight for sore eyes? Force for the flames. Huh? Abbreviated human. Yeah, so she's really into abbreviations for some reason. Maybe like a teaching of hers. Because it seems here
숙제를
From her
이렇게나
ego?
아름답게 풀어내는 건
the ability to do my homework with such grace.
나 외.
It's something only I possess. So she was like in a school of sword arts? Samurai school? And she's sleeping, gripping her sword tightly. We know that she's getting pissed whenever someone tries to take her sword. We've seen that happen. And that's such an interesting sight with so many candles. Usually candles represent, like, life. Different lives. So curious. So what does she mean by homework? Is she like some kind of assassin? And her homework is like killing targets? But she finds that beauty, that art form in those atrocious deeds. In their ugliness. Which is why she takes pride in that grace of hers. Really curious about her. Her design is so sick. She's so pretty too.
할 수 없는 일이지. 어때? 사람을 단축하니 보기 좋아지지 않았나?
Abbreviated human. Damn, bro. What do you have to say at the end?
료슈, 요료슈쿠.
Yorushku? Bro thinks she's hilarious. Alright, it's Heathcliff time. The pain in my butt.
사람 박살내는 건 내 전문이지. 물론 내가 내킬 때만. 난 어려운 말은 별로 안 좋아해. 시계대가리에 신경 거슬리게 하는 건 더 싫어하고.
Yeah, I know.
원체 가진 거 하나 없는 몸뚱.
Hold on. Why did I read that as I don't have a breast farting to my name? Somehow I doubt that. Interesting. He also has some kind of ocean theme behind him. Storm. Something very similar to Ishmael. I have not broken your heart. You have. And in breaking it, you have broken mine. Fascinating. What that tells me is basically shifting the blame for everything on someone else. Like a self-defense instinct? Man, I'm blanking on the words right now. So I'm trying to describe it however I can. This could be it. Maybe it's something else that I don't necessarily see at the moment. But at the first glance, my first thought is shifting the blame on someone else. To not think that it's your fault. It happened. But also a broken heart, relationship. Interesting.
말이야. 말보다는 주먹이 빠르거든. 그러니까 눈앞에 놈들이 처먹고 날아다녀도 너무 놀라지 말라고. 알아들었지?
No, I don't actually.
아무튼간에 잘 먹고 잘 사는 놈들 믿을 게 못 돼. 태어날 때부터 가진 것 하나 없었지만 빌어 처먹을 것들은 그 중에서도 빼앗아갈 만한 건 어떻게든 찾아서 뜯어가겠지.
That he said that with some conviction. He said it with hatred. He was pissed off. Damn. Like it's personal. Okay, so he got put in a jail, in a cell. He is pissed off. He's the only one who's trying to, like, not just break free, but get to the guys who imprisoned him. And there is a shadow of a cross, of a grave, most likely. So death. Maybe he is dealing with losing a loved one. I do sense that there's some sort of grief happening. Very, very, very slightly, I noticed that. But just because of the little hints. Otherwise, it's very difficult to tell with this guy.
태어날 때부터 가진 것 하나 없었지만.
Oh, what is that? There's like a bag. It's like a meat bag or like a potato sack with wiring on it that he fights with. Hold on, how does he fight?
것 하나 없었지만 빌어 처먹을 것들은 그 중에서도 뺏어갈 만한 건 어떻게든 찾아서 뜯어가겠지.
Yeah, he said it so personally. Like, I really love how they visualized it. His ego, like, punching with that bag. And the punches sync with every single punch that he does with his words. Like, they synced it so well. Again, really curious.
이제는 다시 되찾을 거다.
I'm taking back what's mine. I'll crush everything if I have to. So yeah, there's definitely... He's dealing with grief, with loss. He lost something, maybe someone, and now he wants to get it back. So there is definitely grief involved, to some extent. Ishmael, our sailor.
저를 이스마일이라고 불러주세요.
Ishmael.
당신이 관리자인가요? 그렇다면 잘 부탁드려요. 모쪼록 저를 쓰셔야 할 곳에 써주시기를. 일에 관련된 부분에만요. 그 지옥 같은 바다에서 살아남은 건 나뿐이었을까. 일에 집착하며 사무소를 전전했던 거죠.
Whoa. That's crazy. Her prison cell was... Huh? Was it on the ship? Maybe it was on the ship, or maybe there was like a tsunami? No, it seems to me like she was on a ship and the ship was sinking, and she's trying to get out.
그 지옥 같은 바다에서 살아남은 건...
Hellish Voyage, yeah, that does sound like the ship was sinking. Or why does it look like she's the one, like, digging holes, making the ship sink? Maybe I'm misinterpreting what's going on here. Oh, that's a fascinating ego. So something happened, and she thinks that she's the only survivor, but also she has doubts. Was I really the only survivor?
일에 집착하며 사무소를 전전했던 것도 외곽을 탐사했던 것도 그게 틀렸길 바랬던 것일지도 몰라.
She's been looking for someone who could also have survived that.
그 자식이 뒤졌다면
나는
목표를 잃어버릴지도 모르니까.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought maybe she's trying to look for some solace that, maybe something to negate her survival's guilt. But it looks like there was some kind of dude that she extremely hates for some reason, that she wants dead, and she just wants to make sure that he is really dead. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Out of all the people, I feel like Ishmael's backstory feels the most interesting to me. I don't know why. I'm so drawn to it. Like the visuals, the sailor thing, the sea, the visualization of it. And there's some kind of mystery to it. That really piqued my interest from the very beginning. Hong Lu, my boy! He's such a sweetheart.
홍루라고 한답니다. 잘해보자고요, 우리. 우와, 당신 지금 보니까 멋진 머리를 달고 계시는군요. 요즘은 이런 놀이가 유행하고 있나 보죠? 흥미롭네요. 제 눈이 다 즐거울 정도예요. 아, 물론 제가 하고 싶지는 않지만요. 뭐 어디에나 있을 법한 흔한 집안이죠. 아마 다들 비슷하지 않을까요?
Says F. Yeah, my family was just an ordinary family. There's nothing special about us. Do this. While bro sits in prison like he's in a goddamn King Tutankhamun sarcophagus. Bro. Insane. Yeah, definitely an affluent. Look at my boy. Just sitting on a throne, looking longingly at his spear. I wonder. Life is more or less the same for most, isn't it?
조리장에게 반찬 투정을 하고 옷 입혀주는 사용인들을 쓸데없이 곤란하게 해서 할아버지에게 혼나는 것 같지 말이에요.
Land of Illusion.
네? 제 말이 뭔가 이상했나요?
My oblivious boy. Interesting, yeah. All these characters seem like to have a crazy backstory, because otherwise I feel like they wouldn't end up in Limbus company. They wouldn't be there for no reason. Even though they all chose to be here, but I feel like there wasn't a better alternative for them. Rodya, my baby girl.
안녕, 로자야.
안녕.
걘 이름도 있는데
Broken heart.
정없어 보이니까 그냥 로자라고 불러줘. 단테 씨는 돈 좋아해?
Yeah.
난 그게 제일 좋던데. 그것 말고도
Yeah. A longer name. If she could forget everything and begin afresh. Fascinating. Begin afresh, right? Make it big. Have a new life. Rodya. Based in some Russian literature, maybe? I do like booze.
술, 고기 좋아하는 건 많긴 한데 그런 건 돈만
그러게요.
있으면 다 얻을 수 있는 거잖아. 그치?
Called cash.
아껴야 하는 건 아니냐고? 속 좁은 소리 안 해.
Aren't you
펑펑
stingy?
쓰고 팍팍 벌면 되는 거지 뭐. 그렇게 되게 해줄 거지, 단테? 모든 게
I'll try my best.
돈처럼 다시 걷어들일 수 있으면 좋을 텐데.
Oh my god.
왜 저지른 일은 아무리 메꾸려 해도 도로 제자리 걸음인지.
once
저랑
again.
다시 걷어들일 수 있습니다.
Oh my god, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, first of all, crazy visual. Oh my god. I was too distracted by what she was saying. Okay, so your crime is mass genocide. Am I getting this right? She has an ice... she has like an ice hand axe. And her uniform is like a winter coat. And it's winter outside, huh? Crazy, right? Russia, huh? And even the buildings are like a Khrushchevki. Oh, man. So that's interesting. She feels a ton of regret. A ton. Like, just from her saying those words, like, I can feel that she regrets so much that she did, and she wants to take it all back. But no matter how much she tries to do it, and I believe that she does, just judging from the sincerity that comes out of her now, is that she's tried many times. Man.
좋을 텐데 왜 저지른 일은 아무리 메꾸려 해도
I can't
도로
seem to go
제자리
anywhere.
걸음이지.
What is cast?
춥다.
Sure. Oh my god. Why do I get chills from her saying that line? That, like, I don't know. Her usual self is so, like, brash and flirty, And here she's just she has sighed. Like, I feel that. I gotta applaud the voice actress. Like, I felt that baggage, that weighs her down at that moment. Holy shit. I'm curious if that persona is actually a facade of hers, that she acts to make it seem like everything's normal while she actually, like, harbors so many feelings inside. Like, it is fitting. Like, it is fitting. It is fitting for her to put up such a facade, such a face. But again, I hope that it's not just a face. I think that it's not just a face. That it's actually what she wants to be, but it just feels like she pretends to be who she wants to be. Well, she cannot get away from what she has done, which is so messed up. Sure is cold. Oh, man. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more meaning to that line when we learn more about her. Two left, and it's my boy Gregor. Man, I loved this since the beginning.
그레고르다.
Gregor.
자고 있을 때 빼고는 편하게 부르라고. 뭐야 관리자
Okay,
양반.
hold on. Before we move on. His
그레고르다.
symbol. His symbol. The insect claw that he has, and the badges from the war of his fallen comrades. the regrets that he's had. Oh man. Tragic. It really is tragic. I hope that with the end of Kanto 1, it can't be the end of his story. It cannot. We still have his quote-unquote parents to deal with, his mother. So I hope that at some point we actually get to the moment where you face them and Gregor gets some kind of salvation at least. Release from his burdens.
뭐 자고 있을 때 빼고는 편하게 부르라고.
Unless I'm asleep.
뭐야 관리자 양반? 이팔에 관심이 있나? 왜? 탐나나 보지?
You want one?
아니라고?
Nope.
그럼 그 짜증나는 머리 좀 저리 치우지 그래?
Then why don't you keep that annoying head away? As I awoke from unsettling dreams, I had transformed into some hideous pest. G Corporation.
의외일지 모르겠지만 나도 좋아서 이딴 걸 달고 있는 건 아니니까.
Yeah.
그 풍경.
That side again.
보고 싶지 않은 것들만 널려 있는.
That voice. That voice actor did such a good job. Okay. War happening outside, or maybe this is what's happening after the war. Interesting, because he's here, chained up, his hand covered for protection, because it went manic at some point. But it happened after the war, and this looks like after war Gregor. After the war has ended. Also, the shadows have limbs, like human limbs, hands. Really? They're like, ha 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 ha, we have hands, you don't, eh? No. Written on the wall. The scenery full of things I don't want to see. The avoidance. Man. So I'm not sure if the window shows like the things he thinks about. It's like the war that he went through. At this point, the war should have been over, but we also know that after the war, the G Corporation like took a great hit. So I'm not sure if this is the consequences of the war happening, or if it's him reminiscing about the war. And it's like that war from that time glancing at him from the window. The war not leaving his shadow. It could be literal or symbolical. Either way.
고개를 돌린다는 선택조차 할 수 없는 그 풍경. 나는 그곳에서
Oh my god! Whoa.
그곳에서 뭘 해내야만 했던 거지?
Oh, poor Gregor, man. Poor Gregor, man. Oh, I adore his voice actor, by the way. He did such a great job. Also, I did a little sketch at the beginning of my Kanto 1 finale video. I like recreated a scene of a victory speech after the war, and showcase like the influence that war has had, and that the war wasn't actually over, not for everyone. Like, I've really enjoyed making that, and I want to make more of that stuff in the future, so here's a little teaser from that. My fellow employees, today we stand at the dawn of a new era, and you've proven that you are all worthy, fearless warriors. The G Corporation
is proud to have you in our midst. May history remember this day as the moment we secured victory.
Yeah, so if you want to see the whole thing, be sure to check out my Count to 1 finale video. I'm really happy with how it turned out, so I hope you'll enjoy. But without further ado, we are on the last one. Autista.
오티스입니다.
Sorry.
제 이름을 기억해 주십시오. 관리자님. 역시
I do
관리자께서는
not mean it.
남을 통솔하시는데 걸맞으십니다. 이 오티스, 관리자님의 충직한 부관으로서 충성을 다할 것입니다. 명령만 주신다면 반드시 성공해 보이겠습니다.
I am nothing at
현명한
all.
명령을 내려주시리라 항상 기대하고 있습니다.
Interesting. Hold on. So she's very loyal. She's a very loyal person, but I also got a feeling that she's very she's extremely proud, a proud individual, but also self-conscious, and that I am nothing at all. That's like, whoa. That's not something I would expect from her at all. But the way she's acting, she's like, tries to prove her worth. Trying to be perfect, serving, being as loyal as possible. Huh. Yeah, that's not something I expected, but man, does that make sense. That's gonna change my perception of her at least a little bit. I'm not gonna think too much about it until we get to her story, or we'll be getting like some kind of tidbits about her in future cantos. But yeah, that's definitely something I'll be on the lookout for.
관리자님의 충직한 부관으로서 충성을 다할 것입니다. 명령만 주신다면 반드시 성공해 보이겠습니다. 현명한 명령을 내려주시리라 항상 기대하고 있습니다. 이 길의 시작은 분명 여행이었다. 여행의 목적도 있었고 목적에 도달하기까지 했지.
She reached her destination.
귀로에 오르기만 하면 될 일이었어. 하지만
Okay, wait. That was sick.
항상 기대하고
I didn't notice that.
이 길의 시작은 여행이었다.
Okay, so she's also a part of some kind of war. She was also serving, and yeah, the uniform. It's unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize it, but she also has a pocket watch. And man, that weapon, that's like a sword with a gun, or like a gun with a sword attached. Oh yeah, sick. And that's also very interesting. She's not tied up, nothing. She doesn't even seem imprisoned. But the room is so destroyed from the war, I'm guessing. It had a destination and I reached it too. So is she like a commander of sorts during a war, and she had like a mission to fight a war, and she like... maybe she did win. She brought victory, but maybe it wasn't a victory she hoped to achieve. Not something she was fighting for. Interesting. I can't tell what's the shadow here. Like, from what I can tell, it's like a pole with some ragged flag, maybe? I don't know. It's really difficult to tell. And the fact that she has a pocket watch and she like watches the pocket watch, expecting something. Suffering becomes... What
목적에 도달하기까지
Experience?
했지.
Yeah.
이제
Bathos.
귀로에 오르기만 하면 될 일이었어. 하지만
Interesting.
나는 아직도 거기에 멈춰 있다.
Kind of reminds me of Gregor as well. She has a lot of similarities to Gregor, I'm noticing. I wonder. Man, all these characters are so interesting. Like, their backstories. I cannot wait to find out more about them one by one. Good thing I don't have to wait a long time. There's a lot of stories unlocked right now. Oh man, but there's like, what, 10? 10 of us? No, 12? 11. No, 10. I think that the cast is 10, but we are at the 11th. Or I think we're the 10th one. And Gregor the 11th. Yeah, but anyway, like, we have 10 characters to explore, so it's like 10 cantos, at least. At least. There's also intervalos. Okay. Whatever it'll be, this sure is going to be exciting. So I cannot wait to get into more, and with the upcoming content being Canto 2 for me, I'm really excited. But also, I know I have heard that Canto 2 is like the weakest of all of them, and I heard terrible things about it. I don't know what's terrible about it, but I know from people that it's terrible. So I'm going to go into Canto 2 with really, really low expectations. Not expecting anything out of it. To walk out of it with at least something, at least. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast reacting to these videos, and I hope that you'll stick around for my Limbus company journey, because we are not stopping anytime soon. This bus keeps going forward with vroom vroom power.